The Giga Chat episode went well. I was glad I got to film it with Mel. I actually just filmed 2 more yesterday. That's what I was doing yesterday. So those 2 are filmed and done. Although one of them, I'm not sure if I'll call it Giga Chat or if I'll just do something else with it. I opened YouTube memberships because with the next Giga Chat episode that I just posted, I wanted to start releasing like the full episodes that aren't really cut down, because it's like a 15-20 minute episode, sometimes less, that I post on YouTube, right? Of me doing this podcast like thing with someone, but we're sitting there talking for like 2 hours, you know. So I'm gonna go through and have a version that is somewhat cut down, but like barely, you know. But yeah, YouTube memberships, what you get for now, there'll be other things, but for right now, I'm gonna start releasing episodes of Giga Chat that are just a little bit cut down, but not much, and there's not really any editing. So if you wanted to hear like the full conversations that we were having and how that ended up turning into the video, you know, you can have that. So it's like a podcast episode. So memberships are open, and please go watch the latest episode if you didn't. It just dropped. It was going to drop a couple days earlier, or like 1 or 2 days earlier than it did. 1 day earlier? No, 1 day earlier. I don't even remember. But the sponsor came back and said a thing, and I had to change it. So we had to sit there and wait until they gave me the okay to post it. So I was just waiting. So I know if you were watching like the last stream, I was like, it posts tomorrow, or like whatever, and then it didn't post tomorrow, you know. But yeah, the video is up and it's doing pretty well. I'm glad. I also like the thumbnail. I have this art of Mel holding a mask of like Gun Run's face, right? Like our company CEO. She has a mask of his face and then she's like peeking out from behind it. The art goes so hard. I really like the thumbnail. It came out so good. Thanks to Alfie for drawing it. It looks good as fuck. But yeah, I gotta find people to film more episodes with, to podcast with, to talk with. And I am not out of ideas or anything like that. There are plenty of people to talk to. I'm just trying to figure out who I could schedule in quickly. And then I want to invite people that aren't VTubers, but I like don't know how to get them on the screen. Right? Because the way the show is done, I have myself and whoever I'm with green screened on, right? So we can edit a lot of things. There's stuff showing up behind us, all that kind of stuff. So if it's a person, do I make them get a green screen? You know what I mean? It's like, some people have that, some people don't. Some people have it, but it's shit. So I don't know. Yeah, I could put them on a TV. I could. That's one option that I have. So I don't know. I'll just talk to people, ask friends, and see what we could do with that. Because I don't mind bringing anyone on who isn't a VTuber. Like the whole point is I don't want to bring anyone I want to talk to on. But I'm just like, how do I put them on the screen and still be able to do the editing that we do? Right? I'll figure it out. There are a lot of options. I just don't want it to look like shit. That's all. That's all. That's all. You want Buddha? I could probably ask him. I do want to get some GTA friends and bring them on for sure. I think it'd be fun. It's been very VTuber focused thus far, so you know I want to like widen that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I can ask friends. But you guys can just let me know. I posted on Twitter actually yesterday. Or the day before? I don't know. I was like, who should I invite? So just go there and reply to it. And that will be my reference for who people want on the show. Because if you say it in chat right now, I will probably forget. Because I do not remember anything the chat says. So bring on Tony as Frogbird. I could though, because he has a model. I was thinking of asking Psych. I might start with friends that are not like primarily VTubers, but have models. And drag some of them on. And then go from there. I was thinking of asking Kraken with his shitty fucking model. You know that like awful Gmod 3D model that he has? I was thinking of asking him and being like, can you use this model for the whole thing? But then the more I think about it, I'm like, can people sit through like 10 minutes of seeing that? Like where, like what? I think that would be an assault and affront to the eyes, right? I just don't think people could handle it. I don't know. Could start the episode making a PNG idea for the guests with them, and then they end it after you flesh it out. Here's the thing. If I invite someone to an episode of Giga Chat and I have a PNG made for them, right? I'm going to have to pay a couple $100s for it. I don't even make a couple $100s from a YouTube video. So while that's not a bad idea, YouTube doesn't make me any money. Now, at the same time, you could call it a loss leader. Maybe if a lot of people came from YouTube to Twitch and then subbed, you could be like, all right, it works out in the end. But it just kind of doesn't. It just doesn't. And I pay my editors already, right? I'm already taking the hit on that. And then whatever little I make from YouTube kind of covers some of it. But if I start being like, yeah, let me get these assets and things, it just like becomes these accrued losses. You know what I mean? So I agree with you, but you know, yeah, not viable. Like I could, but then I would just be spending like my own savings. You know what I mean? And that while I physically could do that, that's a terrible idea. So You know, having IRL people on be hard to edit with effects like the ones in Mel's episode. That's what I was talking about before. Yeah, getting people physically on the screen. Like if they green screen themselves, it'd be no problem. But if they've got a camera on themselves and they have like their room as a background or something, suddenly like the style of editing is just, you just can't do it, you know? So we'll see. I could also have them record themselves and move themselves over to the side, and then I'm just green screen on their background, right? Like I'm just hanging out with them. So that could be a thing. I was actually thinking of getting rid of just the white background. Like, I don't know, for right now, I feel like it flashbangs. I like what it lets us do with the editing, but it's definitely like a huge flashbang. So I was thinking about getting a background specifically for it or something. I don't know. Because the white background just kind of sears the eyeballs. It sears the eyeballs. Could they appear with a free VTuber model? Oh, they absolutely can. They absolutely can. There are plenty of free VTuber models that are, you know, they have licensing and rights and whatever kind of just pre-written on them. Like you can use it for this, and that. And I know the free VTube Studio ones, the ones that like come with it, you could just load it up and do content with it. It's fine. It's fine. You just can't make merchandise of the character. That's the only thing. Yeah, I think I could like have some people appear as that, but those models aren't like that good. They don't really move that well with you, and it loses a lot of that person's personality, sort of. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out with time. I have a few friends that I want to invite on already that are not VTubers. I've just been trying to figure out how to do it. Buddha Fugi of the Lang emote. Wait, actually though, that could be really good. That could be really good. I actually feel, okay, of all of my GTA friends that like have an OC, right? They have like art somewhere of some sort of character, something. I feel like the one that Buddha uses as his profile picture could make such a good model, right? Like if you just go to his Twitch and look at his profile picture, he's got this like art of himself as a character kind of thing. It's sort of an OC. I look at it and I'm always like, that could go crazy. That could go so crazy. Could go insane. But I don't know if he has any desire to do that sort of thing. Honestly, it's easier just when he's doing RP to no face cam stream, because not putting yourself on or any representation of anything on the screen, like it's just immersive, you know? But I don't know.